That's pretty cool. Oh, is a tree up? Oh, sneak over here. I try not to walk through people's photos because a lot of times they can't see you. Oh yeah, tree's not lit up yet, but there it is. This looks cool though. Usually they go pretty all out for Christmas up here. It's so hard to feel like Christmas though for me, being from you know, the Northeast, where it's colder. You know what I mean? The weather here is warm all the time, so to get in that Christmas kind of zone, I usually need some cold weather. People complain about like, well, not complain, but the people who are living here from the mainland always say like, yeah, there's no snow for Christmas. It's like, when I lived in Massachusetts, in New England, there was hardly ever any snow for Christmas. It was usually rain. You know, it would snow a couple times before Christmas, then rain, and then once Christmas was over, you'd get like that, you'd get blizzards, and you get like snowed in. But I don't miss that at all. Like, that's not, you know, I'm glad I'm away from that. I always used to talk about, like, I'd like to move somewhere. I was always thinking, like, maybe Florida or something. Like, I'd like to move somewhere where I can have one change of clothes year-round. Not have to worry about, you know, winter clothes or fall season clothes. Now I just have where I have year-round. I'm almost like a cartoon character now. Like, you know how, like, the Simpsons or something, they always have the same outfit on? I'm kind of like the same thing. It's nice back here. I like coming back here. It's the oldest hotel. Oh, the second oldest hotel right there. Yeah, it's a Friday night, and it's kind of quiet, which is good. I like that. Looking at this net neutrality thing. Yeah, that could be the beginning of the end. I don't mean to be fear-pointing, but I could see how it could very easily be used to keep people in check as far as what they can post. Like, inevitably, I think what happens is you'll need, because it's FCC, they'll want some kind of broadcast license. Eventually, I think it's going to head in that direction, where you have to apply for a license. And by at that point, they should probably have some sort of social credit score in place of some kind, even if it's like a shadow one. Or, you know, in the case of someone like me, all they have to do is look at the old content, and I wouldn't get the okay. I try to keep it cool. You know, I don't say anything overtly racist or harmful. I'm not trying to, well, they've already got me for inciting violence, so, but I'm not trying to incite violence. I'm not trying to glorify it either, which was another reason why I got a ban. I'm at 3 bans in 2 years. Have I whined about that to you? But ultimately, the days of a guy like me, like just a regular dude on the street picking up his phone and making videos, like, that's just not going to be, it's not going to be possible. You know, they'd like to, here's the deal. If you're going to be able to speak to a group larger than a couple dozen, right, and the people are listening to you or just watching or whatever, they want to be able to control what you're telling them. They're very fearful. You know, they're scared, and they should be, really, because even the normiest of normies are kind of waking up to some of the stuff that's going on, and I credit that with the disintegrating veil. I mean, I think even if someone doesn't have divinity or a connection to God or anything like that, I think they can still see what's happening. Even if they pretend it doesn't affect them or it's no big deal, you know, they can still see it happening. What's this thing? Like a little pop-up store? That's cool. Oh, I like that. That's a cool thing, man. It's like the whole store's in like a case. You just close it up and roll it off. I like that. But yeah, I mean, they want to be able to control the means. Mimetic warfare, I mean, it's so powerful. You know, if you can meme something, you rob it of its power. You know, if you can laugh at something, it robs it of its power. That's why you got to make fun of these people, because all their might, or their imagined might, gets sucked right out of the room. That's why the devil hates laughter. He hates being mocked. He hates being mocked. Also, I'll say this for the 500th time. Laughter is the highest vibration activity you can do with your body. When you're laughing, you're not in a fear state, because you're above that fear state. And if your vibrational frequency is too high, they can't suck your energy. And by sucking energy, what's happening here, in my opinion, is that the energy we create through our emotions, our, you know, your work, your stress, whatever emotions you're churning up, and the fear, that's why they like fear, they can eat that. They take that, you know, I always say eat, but I'm not sure how it's done, but in some way they transmute our energy to then take for themselves, and also to build this place. This is all constructed with our divine energy. So we've created our own prison. We have, though, but unbeknownst to us, you know, unbeknownst to us, we've done that. Again, I don't know what the method of transmutation is. You know, like all this stuff is probably magic based with perhaps some kind of technology. Who the fuck knows? That's not the important thing. The important thing is that they're taking our shit and they're using it against us and empowering themselves. Yeah, it's like, it's Gnostic, a bit kind of Gnostic, but after studying a lot of these different things, these, you know, mystery school stuff, and as well as older mainstream religions, they all have a piece. Like, it's like they all have a piece of a giant puzzle, and they all profess to be the puzzle. Like, no, this is what's going on, this is the way. And I kind of not sorted it out, but I kind of discovered this earlier in life, that everyone that claims to have the answers has a bit of the answer. And the idea is to just take a red string and just tack it to the next picture. That, it's, you know, not a lot of people want to do that, though. It's you know, you're discouraged by your peers for doing that. You're made fun of, and you know how it is. A lot of you have the same kind of problems, but you have to ignore that shit, because that's not in any way important. You know what people think of you. And as you get older, it's easier, you know, to try to maintain like face here, air quotes. Not that needs it, whatever the fuck. The point is, you're an eternal being. You're divine. You're making this suit run with your divine energy, and your time here is very short. It's blink of an eye. The reason it feels long, or it feels like a lifetime, is because time, which seems to only be here in this kind of area. There's time was added as a stressor, so that you feel like you have to do everything faster. You feel like you have to churn more emotions for fuel faster, for their fuel. When everywhere else in our natural state, in our natural home dimension, I say it's the 5th, some say it's the 6th. You say tomato. I say potato. The whatever it is. Hold on a second, I'm just gonna get up here. Wherever that is, there is no time there. Time doesn't exist there. It's not a concept. So when you're in that, in your regular natural state, you're not thinking about time. I don't know if you can conceive of what time is. So as far as feeling like a long time, people talk about eternity too. When I was a kid, that used to freak me out. Like, yeah, if you die, you go to heaven with God forever. And you just start thinking, you apply time to it. And you start thinking about that concept. You're like, forever? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do forever? Wouldn't that get boring? Well, it won't, because there's no time there, so it's not an issue. Now, I can't conceive of what that feels like, obviously, because I don't remember what it feels like. I have all the amnesia juice running through my body, but I can picture it. I mean, I can imagine it's a thing. This is how it is with a lot of this shit. Like, I understand the concept, but I can't feel it. Like I don't know how it feels. It's something that you're gonna only be able to understand or experience once you're there. So it's hard. And in the same way, like, this place is gonna feel like that once you're out of this place. And I think, like a dream, the memory of this place will fade, you know? And when you're back in your real state, you'll feel like you were here for 10 minutes. And you'll think, oh, why was I upset about my boss? Or I let those people stop me from doing this because they're making fun of me. It's stupid. It doesn't matter. It's going to seem like so nothing, you know? I think I wonder sometimes, due to the vastness of our consciousness, are we doing this in another thing? Like, is there another snow globe on the long flat plane? I call that the muffin pan theory, where icy plane, long and flat, and there are just domes, you know? It could be when people or things travel interdimensionally, that's kind of where they're coming from, the other domes. I don't know. It's fun to think about. I mean, for me, it's fun to think about. To some people, it might be existential terror. But that's the line I like to ride, though. Riding the line right between fun and existential terror. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.